So we're probably too short into this segment to dive into your background and everything, but let's just set the stage for our conversation after the break. Let's talk about real quick what brought you. How long have you been in Waukee, and what exactly brought you there? Without going to the deep history, which we're going to dive into after the break, but what brought you to Waukee? How long have you been there?
Well, specifically, I've been here about 7 years. We built our home there. Actually, we were just looking at some pictures the other day, and it was funny. Our home was being built, and we looked around, and our house was the only thing there. It was there wasn't a street behind us. There wasn't houses next to us. It was nothing. Matter of fact, when our home was actually finished being built, I used to hit golf balls off the side of off the back of my deck. Because it was an empty field back there. So we've been there for quite some time now, and what attracted us specifically to the community was just what I call it. It felt like a piece of Americana, a piece of the American dream. My favorite artist is Norman Rockwell. And I always used to like looking at those Norman Rockwell paintings, and I always felt like Waukee is kind of a modern day Norman Rockwell painting.
Yeah. No, absolutely. It's an interesting community. I drive through there because I live sort of at the. If I throw a rock, I throw it at Waukee, which I don't do. But I
Please
live.
don't throw rocks.
No, I live in the northwest corner of Clive, right there at 142nd Hickman area, right. So I'm very familiar. And if I head westbound on Highway 6, there's a bunch of houses, and then there's some open fields, and then there's some retail, and there's a mix in between, and you see building going on, and then you see houses over here, and you see a lonely little strip mall, right? And
Yes.
then you see a YMCA and a high school. It's kind of spread out, and then you go into some really downtown, what I'd call downtown.
Yeah.
You see some nice, really nice old neighborhoods, and then one of my favorite little 9-hole golf courses out there, Sugar Creek. So it's an interesting community, and it has a ton of character and a ton of flavor. And I assume schools and other things, all that wrapped up, provides that little slice of Americana that you described.
Definitely so. Matter of fact, I would probably say the reason for the growth is the school district. When you would ask probably the average resident of Waukee, why did they move here? They're like, well, it's the school community. Matter of fact, I specifically talked to one individual, one resident, and that's exactly what they said was, hey, I moved here because the name of the school district was Waukee School District, so I figured I better live in Waukee.
Exactly.
And so, I mean, it's been amazing to see what's going on there, and the planning, and just the amount of thought and vision that the school district puts in, and I think we have a potential to definitely be on par with what the school district is doing, which covers about five different areas, including Waukee.
Yeah, it's an amazing little place, and I think that we're going to have a lot of time to. We have two more full segments to dive into your history and what brought you from, hey, I really like Waukee and I'd like to live there, and I think it's a slice of Americana, to, hey, I'm running for mayor. So I'm sure there are some steps in between.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about those when we come back for the break. But first of all, I'd like to mention again that this is normally the Realization Nation show with Jason Keesaw. So please come back and tune in again next Tuesday, where you probably won't find us. You will find Jason. So if you are not politically inclined and you don't like to hear local politic talk, and you don't like to talk, with and about politicians, then maybe it's not for you. But I'm telling you, I think this is going to be good stuff, and we have a lot in store for you. My name is Doug Mitchell. I am with OperationRedState.com, and of course, you might want to tell everybody that you're listening. You might want to tweet. I am findable at Operation Red on Twitter. Of course, you could set your Facebook status and tell them that you're listening to the Operation Red State Red Alert Hour. And we welcome you back. We have Isaiah McGee, candidate for mayor for Waukee, Iowa, our neighbor to the west of where I live. And I hope he does well over there, because I'm sure that whatever he does over there is going to bleed over, and I'm very confident in him. So with that, we will leave you here on MaxWorldLive.com. This is Des Moines Local Live. I'm Doug Mitchell, and we'll be back in just a moment.
To listen to previous programs, just go to our website at MaxWorldLive.com. Click on Des Moines Local Live. Choose the program you would like to view and listen to and enjoy Des Moines Local Live 24/7. And thanks for listening to Des Moines Local Live on MaxWorldLive.com.
Hey, just because there's a lot of going on around University Boulevard lately doesn't mean that Atchison Auto Works isn't open and can help you out with all of your automotive needs. Hi, this is Sam Atchison here to let you know that even though there's a lot of going on around here lately, our doors are still open here at Atchison Auto Works, and we'll be able to take care of your car and get it back to you in shape for the summer driving season. Visit us at 80th and University in Clive or call us 223-4300.
Having your morning caffeine and surfing the web?
No, proofing my sign designs from Fast Signs.
You design signs too?
Fast Signs does. I send them my ideas and logos. They deliver innovative sign solutions, and they make me look good. They do all our banners, menu boards, and vehicle wraps.
Okay, but doesn't Fast Signs have to come to the office to discuss sketches and present proofs?
Fast Signs technology has made sign buying so simple I can oversee the whole process online at fastsigns.com.
Let me see that.
Look, everything's right here, and it will be shipped to all of our locations. I review and either suggest changes or approve, and then Fast Signs has our order on its way.
It does sound simple.
It is. There's your latte.
Call Steve Smith today at 224-1210 or stop by Fast Signs on 86th in beautiful Clive, Iowa.
Hi, this is George Davey. I'd like to invite you to listen to my local live radio program, Midwest Watchdog, heard every Thursday and Friday night from 7 to 8 p.m. We will discuss bailouts, taxes, laws, ridiculous government spending, regulations, fees, nanny state rules. Big government gets bigger every day, and if you snooze, you lose. Let us wake you up, the Midwest Watchdog. So join me every Thursday and Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. for MidwestWatchdog.com on Des Moines Local Live on MaxWorldLive.com.
Phone lines are open, and it's your opinion we want to hear. 515-327-1007. It's Des Moines Local Live. MaxWorldLive.com.
And welcome back. As you can see, I have left the camera on. This is Doug Mitchell with the Operation Red State Red Alert Hour on MaxWorldLive.com, participating here in the awesome power that is Des Moines Local Live, a ragtag group of business people and passionate partners, lots of P's for the plosives at the microphone here, lots of people sharing their passions with you in an environment and in a studio. It's an amazing project that was begun many months ago, and I am very proud to have been a part of it. And normally when I'm in the studio, Mac is calling me Doug the Tech Angel, so that's maybe how some of you know me. But today we are talking politics and local politics, the most exciting grassroots kind that there is. And I have a special guest in studio, and you can see on the camera, which I have to point the opposite direction. That camera right there, that is Isaiah McGee, and yes, he does live in Waukee. So welcome back.
Thank you, Doug. So
we're going to be able to dive in a little bit more here. Into the background. I know that we share somewhat of a common bond.
Yes.
And part of that common bond is that we're both from the
both
great
have beards, right?
it's yes, mine's slightly white. But we both are from the Sunshine State, isn't that what it's called? I don't even know.
Golden State.
The Golden State, that's what I meant. It's so long since I've been gone from there. We're both from California, okay? Slightly different areas, maybe 50, 60 miles apart, which tend to be worlds apart.
Exactly.
So tell us a little bit then. You're born and raised in Los Angeles, California, and we talked about how Los Angeles is, before the show. Los Angeles, what is that? Well, it's what somebody can identify with when you're not from California. When you live in California, if you said Los Angeles,
everyone knows what part.
What part?
What
Yeah,
part?
exactly. So you were in Los Angeles, you were born there. Somehow you ended up in Iowa. Give us a little bit about how that happened.